We love an intro. We love an intro. Miss the intro. Although I do have to change it just at night now and add Sandra's name. Anyway, welcome to an emergency at night live because listen, the racism jumped out. We have a lot more news
let's
to
talk
discuss
about
before
it
we get to that note.
Let's talk about the racism in a talk through it kind of way so that people can understand why people are mad.
Yes. Okay, so that's.
So do you want to talk about what's prompted the racism discussion?
Yes. Okay. So I received a very impassioned call from a friend to the show, Tiki. Well, I called her because okay, hold on. Before we get to that, I just want to say I slayed the house down boots today on my evaluation, and I killed it. It was the best day of work so far. I've been working at this milling company out in Dawn, Texas. Do you know where Dawn, Texas is? I don't know where Dawn, Texas is. How the owls from Harry Potter don't know where what this place is. They just don't. Middle of nowhere. But I did the damn thing today. If you're asking Adex, why are you blue and red? It's because I'm in my laundry room and because my mom has like plants or whatever. Anywho, we're rebuilding the Adex at Night studio. They're fixing the roof. Anyway, so I'm here. I'm so excited because I had a great day, y'all. I'm full of energy. Okay, so here's what happened. There was a post by College Gym News, which no one loved, in which they said, every season we save the USAG and NCGA Team Leos with the exception of the independent Fiscal Talladega to judge separately at the end of each respective division season. In part for fairness, so as not to compare a low-budget design to that of an Oklahoma or a Florida.
So I think that they meant well.
As someone who designed the Fisk Leos, and let me tell you, I'm done being the humble type. I'm not doing that this year. I chomped. Okay? I chomped down on those Leos. And they were not low budget. I work with all budgets. And
so
I like to point out,
they did include Fisk and Talladega, though, in their rankings.
Yeah, and it was two of mine got best of last year. So I'm saying, why are we using this language of low budget? Because if we're talking low budget, girlfriend, NC State,
Ball State and Bowling Green, and I love this, and I live in New Jersey, and I'm a Rutgers alum, but Rutgers is not spending a ton of money on their Leos. They're not, I promise you.
Rutgers got research to do. You know what I mean? Like Rutgers is researching. They're doing different things.
And LIU also does not have a ton of money for their Leos.
Listen, if I see one more camo design from LIU, I will literally poison Klaus.
So I think the problem is that, yes, Florida and UCLA and OU are spending a ton of money on their Leos.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can clearly make a category distinction about everybody else.
No, and the thing is, like, once again, they chose some of, and I think I'm so impassioned about this, having designed the Leos. Now, if you want to really talk about it, Corinne Harper then went and like mutilated my designs, but that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is, different schools have different priorities, and we're not all Clemson. We don't all have like SEC money to go spending on everything. You know what I mean?
We're going to talk about Stanford.
Oh, the angry tree. Oh. That Leo chomped
Well, no,
down.
Not the angry. I don't want to talk about. We can talk about the angry tree, but I want to talk about substantial things about Stanford. But
I'm all like,
I think
chomp.
Tiki made the point on Twitter that I think is really what I want to stress.
Yeah,
Did those schools who are USAG and NIAC schools, did they ask to be put in another category? Or did somebody else decide to put them in another category?
Yeah.
Because
that
if they're trying to show themselves off, putting them in another category so that people don't see them is hurting them.
Yes.
Because like having a sparkly Leo is about getting name recognition for your school, and being excluded from all of these lists is not good for those programs.
Oh, y'all have been having a conversation, I see.
Tiki finally discovered me on Twitter.
Oh, I know. Oh my God, she loves you so much. Hold on, let me see where she's at, because her input is so valid on this Let me see where she's at. Well, that's a hit key. Join
Tiki
a.
also discovered that I'm a Rutgers alum, which I think helped.
And the thing is, let's look at the thread, Catherine, the thread. Let me see. Where are the view quotes? So Tiki's initial post was, the fact that they thought it was okay to post that is disturbing to me. There are a lot of schools that have lower budgets, but CGN chose to call out Fisk and Talladega, the only two HBCU programs. We already deal with enough segregation in this sport. To which I'm sure CGN said, "Oh,
So
there's Tiki."
CGN is saying that they're including Fisk and Talladega in with everybody else. They didn't exclude them. So I think there's a little bit of misunderstanding there.
Mm. It's just their wording was off and
There,
wrong.
oh yeah, their
Because
wording was terrible, and, which is why I tried to tell them to maybe avoid
Yeah.
the wording.
right,
By
because
the way,
that was
hi
almost as,
Tiki.
hey, how are you? So I mean, that was
I'm
almost
wonderful.
as
It's cold.
bad. It's freezing here too. That was almost as bad as who was it? Inside Gymnastics last year that kept tagging all the black gymnasts with the wrong names.
Yeah, that
I
was
was
a little.
like, come on now, do your research. Y'all know who these. There's no way that y'all should mix Mars up with nobody.
Not at
It's
this
just
point.
crazy. Yeah,
Well,
not after
and
5 years.
an expensive Leo isn't a good Leo.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly, because like I said, Talladega and Fisk had some great Leos. Um, and by the way, Adex designed a lot of those Leos that Fisk had on, even if they don't give him credit for it. I know for a fact that he did because I saw all of the designs
Beforehand,
before
and they're in the process
exactly,
too.
exactly.
I mean,
About well before we move.
the point
Never mind.
I don't know if you heard
Go
me,
ahead.
Tiki. One of the points I made was that a lot of these programs need publicity, and excluding them from these lists that people see is gonna not have
Exactly.
people not know these programs.
Right. And my thing is, if they are aware of the fact that they are lower budget, as they said, like, is there a plan in place to help them? Because I mean, the money that I saw earned to save some of these programs that are closing, or the money that I saw earned to help
Or just the
some
money
people with
that.
their health care issues. I mean, let's do some of that for some of these lower budget schools, since y'all say that that's what they are and you recognize that's what they are. Put a plan in place to help them instead of talking about it, because I don't see anybody
That's a
doing
very
that.
valid point. It's a
But of
very
course they
valid
won't.
point.
Of course they won't do that.
See, do you love the lighting?
Well,
I
and
do.
there are
It's
also
great.
like a ton of other things that impact how these programs are going. Like every time someone leaves LIU, everyone wants to talk about how the coaches might be doing something wrong. People are leaving LIU because LIU is not a nice place to be.
You're in
Right.
Long Island,
Campus is
right?
a place you want to hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and my
no.
niece was at LIU, so I know it. Like, she didn't have a car, so it was very hard for her to get a ride to the gym that was like what 30 minutes away. And especially she came later, so she didn't know any of the girls, and she was, very much so to herself. And like it was just like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, my
So I mean,
sister taught at Stony Brook on Long Island, which is not that far from there. So I've been around LIU a lot, and it's just also Long Island is just a really hard culture to be in if you're not familiar with it.
right,
I always we jump to these conclusions about programs when they're in the middle of a university or a college, and that has a culture too.
right, right.
And I mean, just to you know, close the loop on this, I think we need to start realizing that words and wording and verbiage matters. Like,
It really
we
does.
can't keep on throwing these words, which, and I understand it's a cultural difference, but if you're going to be a gymnastics, a really well renowned gymnastics source, you have to understand that these words, like, it's corporate speak. Okay, it's like you can't just say, "Oh, lower budget." It's perhaps like differently socioeconomically, like,
Or just smaller
hampered.
program.
So yeah, smaller
They could have
program,
said what they wanted to say and just said smaller program.
and because these things matter,
Yeah.
especially.
And I definitely think they know. Even Darian said they knew exactly what they
Oh
were
yeah,
saying. And she was just like, you don't think that they knew that somebody like you was gonna get upset? I was like, and it didn't matter because I had time today, and they're gonna keep hearing from me until they correct it,
and
because
she was standing on
that's so
business,
wrong.
like on Twitter, she was standing on business. She was like, "Well, that it's just it's we were mentioning we didn't mean it that way, girl. Yes, you did."
But how many more excuses are
And
they
it's
gonna
always the
give?
same
Because
one.
like you said, they're a bigger platform, right? So then this is my thing. If it's an issue, then instead of them saying, well, we didn't use this term, just apologize, because they offended a lot of people, and educate yourself. Because at this point in 2024, let's educate ourselves, because at the end of the day, we're here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. There's only going to be more
Especially
HBCUs
when they're
up and
scoring
coming.
187s, that shows that the traction is there, the depth is there. It just needs cultivation.
Right, right, right. So I just think, like I said, they owe people an apology. And like my whole thing is, I asked the question, like, who did they ask to be excluded, or did they just make the executive decision to
Because if
exclude
so,
them?
Uh,
then you should do it by like divisions.
that we
Division
should have.
one,
I
Leos.
think it's busy.
Go ahead.
But as a petty thing, before we move too far away from this, I just want to point out and spend a whole lot of money, Leos.
Oh my God, and some of them are
I'm with
terrible.
you when you're right, Catherine. I'm with you when you're right.
Some of them are terrible. They're god awful. My gosh. Those tribal ones, Oklahoma, what are you doing? Or the Utah ones. I'm sorry. Some of those Utah ones are downright gross. But I do want to talk about the cute little tree. Oh, Tiki dropped. Oh, she's getting a call. I do want to talk about the
Yes,
angry
but
tree,
let's
Leo.
move things and talk about the tree.
Okay, I am in love with the angry tree, Leo. Like, that's a
Can we
Leo.
put up a picture of the angry tree, Leo?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Okay, there's Tiki. Very busy woman, Tiki is. Very busy woman, she is. Okay. Stanford angry tree. Wow, angry tree.
So,
Leo.
in case people don't know, the tree is the actual mascot of the school.
It's not the cardinal.
Yeah, the cardinal is the color cardinal.
Yeah, not a bird. It's not a bird, y'all. Who are you honking at, Tiki?
Who am I beeping at?
Yeah.
Your buddy Deerica.
I love Erica. Okay, so this is
I
the
know you
video they
do.
did for it. I mean, listen, I love when a school can like poke fun of itself and still make it's a great looking Leo. Okay, so what did you want to say about
I
Stanford?
so people talk Tabitha being a bad coach because she only traveled 10 gymnasts in the first week. And I just want to point out Stanford has different priorities, and it was their first week of class, and it's Stanford. I'm betting that a lot of those girls just didn't want to miss the first weeks.
And it is an Ivy
And
League school
it
of the West Coast.
like Yim is not a bad coach because she prioritized her gymnast academics. She would be a bad coach if she ignored their academics.
And I mean, we have to remember there is on the women's side they have an equally as successful men's side, Ian Gunther, who just won the Beach Body Invitation, whatever it is. And we have to understand like these athletes, hell, Koi Young, world medalist. You know what I mean? Like they these gymnasts train so hard that I don't blame them for only traveling 10 gymnasts. They have to study. They have their academics. It is an Ivy League school.
And it's not like the meat mattered.
Exactly. Can we? Okay, hold on, Angry Tree, hold on. Can we really emphasize the fact that none of these numbers matter? None of these scores matter right now. None of them matter. Not one of them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not one.
I just wanted for the EMB people talking about this was.
And that's your girl. That is your girl. But yeah, okay. So these rankings, we'll get to the news in a second because there are some really sad news. But I want to talk about the fact that we need to stop making it seem like the world is ending because Connor didn't do beam. Because these teams are scoring 197s. Girl, it is the beginning of the freaking season. These numbers don't mean anything until maybe halfway through when we start doing the road scores and away scores. Yeah, sure, that matters, but not right now. It's season 2. I mean, week 2. Tiki, are you doing fantasy gymnastics, Tiki?
Adex, I'm barely watching gymnastics now.
Period. Catherine won't do it either.
I have some teams that I
Since
love.
you are more
that
into, can I ask you guys what you think college stickle?
Tiki, go ahead.
So I think it was needed. Because I would tell you, Darian was the queen of cover-ups.
I mean, she got featured on the casting, so.
Right. And I don't know if y'all saw the one meet where she fell in her last pass on floor and my girl ended up making it her ending pose. So, I mean,
listen, one of my favorite Darian cover-ups is when she missed her hand in her pack and somehow saved it. Do you remember that one?
I good cover up.
And I asked
but
her,
some of those,
said, because oh, go ahead.
Catherine, how's the weather there?
my weather's okay.
Okay, cool. Go ahead. We might just be on a little bit of a delay. Okay, well, we'll be getting back. Let's discuss the viewers. Let me tell you, little PSA to the viewers. My God, y'all were really rude. Y'all were really rude last time. We had national Egypt national team member Sandal Sadiq, and y'all were like, "Where's the Utah meet?" We were trying to have a concise and cute conversation. And y'all wanted to watch Utah, which was available for free, might I add. Just saying. Kathleen, you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you gorgeously.
So, can we talk a little bit about Deepa Karmakar, because people are talking about her without actually seeing what she's doing now?
Yes, we can. Deepa! Okay, let's see. Did you give me that? Yes.
So
Deepa
Indian
Karmakar.
Nationals was at the beginning of the month. So
I'm excited for this video. Hold on.
End of December. Anyway.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Here's the video we're watching. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this because I love this woman so much. Yes, Sook. Okay. Oh, we love a Sook. Here we go. Oh, really? Was that really? Yeah.
So she fell on one of her vaults during event finals, and this video doesn't show it. But
okay,
I just wanted people to see what she looks like now instead of what people are imagining.
Nova Protonova.
She is not throwing Protonovas now.
Which I don't know. Is that a good thing? Do you hear Klaus barking at the guys in the back? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think that I want her to survive.
I think I want to put a Nova. Although
But
Prunova I hate saying his way. It's a younger woman's skill. Chusa, I wouldn't do it.
so we actually have some elite news today, because
Yes.
we got to look at what countries are sending people to the Cairo World Cup, and that says
And
Olympic.
my God, can we just start with the headliner right now? Levi Young Reviviar.
Yes, Levi Young Reviviar is debuting for the Philippines. I'm not event she could potentially qualify for. Just as a reminder, there are 2 spots on every apparatus up, and it's the best 3 scores of your 4 World Cups.
2. So Levi Young VR signed, actually a poor lawyer, friends of the show, posted about it. He said, poor. Oh, okay, just to be a little like, not like shady, but do you remember Rich Lawyer? Oh my God, there was this parody account. The parody poor lawyer was Rich Lawyer. Oh my God.
So
enough.
um,
Yeah, Emma Labuyo will
Levi
be doing.
and Emma are both coming from the Philippines.
Yes,
And Emma is
doing.
probably one of the people who has a really, really good shot at the floor qualifications, the Olympics.
Yeah. So Emma is doing uneven bars and balance beam, and Levi Young with VR is doing uneven bars, balance beam, and
Wait,
floor.
Emma is doing uneven bars and balance beam,
Yep.
not floor and balance beam.
Nope.
I'm pretty sure she's doing floor.
Oh, poor lawyer said she's doing uneven bars and balance. Hold on. Someone replied to him.
I mean, I will pull up the.
Luisa Blanco is going to it as well.
Yeah, no, that's on my list of
oh yeah, you did
things to talk about.
You sent it to me. That's
so let me pull up the list while you maybe look at the notes I sent you.
Wow, the shade of it all. Yeah, I hadn't seen this. Okay, remember? Okay. Oh yeah, yes. Remember, nominative rosters are super subject to change. I mean, we saw Jordan Childs on how many nominative rosters over the years? So many. The only thing they are certain about is a country attempts to send a gymnast, but names can and do change. The top most interesting WAG names on the list are the ones that are in bold aren't okay. Cool. Oh, but because they've already gone. Okay. So the Vol Girlies, Trouble in Chusoland. My God, the way you've titled this is so sad. So Lisa Valen from Belgium, who is, I mean, that's a name. That's a name. You have Valentina Georgieva from Bulgaria.
Who just showed an Aminar, and which is a flex to do when you're coming back from an ACL.
My God, Bulgarians are so just, I love me a Bulgarian. You know what? You know why? They're fearless. I mean,
like, she had one of the worst injuries of the last 2 years.
In the fact that she has the nerve to ride a dragon and still compete gymnastics, my God. Wait, no, Bulgarians. Yes, Bulgarians. The Norwegian Ridgeback, whatever it is, from Harry Potter. Bulgarians. Charlie. Or is that Bill? I'm going on tangents. Sorry.
Okay.
So we have Deepa Karmakar from India. Cheng Ok An from, oh my God.
So
is she
Emma
really
is doing
going?
beam and floor.
Beam and floor. Okay, not in even bars. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God, I love that North Korea is sending a gymnast.
So the North Koreans are interesting because they're in non-compliance
they're not
with
WADA. They're not WADA.
Yeah, they're in non-compliance with WADA, so they can compete under their country's name, but they can't fly their flag. Which is a big deal for the North Koreans. So the fact that they're sending people despite that is big. But for people who don't know, and An-Shin-uk was the gold medalist at the Asian Games in both vault and bars.
Slay. And then obviously Oksan Shavit now is going. Chusa.
So I'm gonna bet
Laura Casabuena's going.
What?
Laura Casabuena's going.
Yeah. So
Oh, this
Casabuena
is the meat. This is the
and Malibu Yo, I think,
meat.
are the front runners for the floor spot.
Oh, this is the meat, Catherine. I'm gonna watch this Cairo World Cup. When is it?
Like keep looking at the names.
Shishuan is going.
Yeah, I have no idea why, because like
Ondine, why are you here, Ondine?
So Isabella from Argentina, who is the first year senior, who was screwed.
The baby.
Yeah, so she was screwed by the Pan Am's games being used as qualification because she was a junior at the time. So it's really good to see Argentina
Wait, Diana
spending the
Lobach is
money to
going
send
here?
her. What?
Diana Lobach is going?
Yes.
Oh my God, Becky Down is going. Oh, this is a meat, Catherine.
Yeah, so Diana Lobach, you're going faster than I think anybody can follow you. Diana Lobach is a Ukrainian first-year senior who has a beautiful beam.
Yes, she does.
Georgia Rose Brown is doing her debut for New Zealand, and the question is, not only is she a lovely bars worker, but will the New Zealand Olympic Committee love her enough?
Oh my God, this is a meat, Catherine.
I'm really intrigued by Champong and Downey on this list because the Cairo World Cup is in the middle of that crazy. The British have 10 million elite championships.
Yeah, they do.
Because they have the Welsh championships and the Scottish championships and the English championships and the.
Oh my God! This is reminding me. Did you see the gymnastic episode this week?
I did not.
About the Isle of Man.
I did not.
Oh my God! So okay, just really quick. So, friend to the show. Jessica goes, or you can just or you can just have a flag or have the mascot of your country be something made up, like a concept like the Isle of Man and feet.
I'm one of my proudest moments was telling our audience that the flag of the Isle of Man was just 3 legs.
It was just 3 legs. Oh
and
my God!
You didn't believe me.
No, I didn't. I did not, Catherine. Man, the good times.
So the big name that made me raise my eyebrow though is Luisa Blanco.
Yeah, Luisa,
because she's already qualified for the Olympics, and this is an expensive thing for Colombia to do.
It is.
So
terribly expensive.
Why? Did we know that she was going to do this?
No, she said nothing. She's kept all her plans private. My mom is literally over me screaming. Do you hear her huffing and puffing?
No, I don't.
I think Tiki is stuck in the thing. So I'm just gonna let her come back when she can. Okay, so let's listen. I am excited about this meet.
So what? Let's go over the mag side too, because the mag side has got some real dogfights.
Nishikai?
Yeah. So the Pommels field is like completely insane.
You have Matvil Petrov from Albania. You have Abu Al Saud Ahmad Abu Al Saud from Jordan.
Like first world medalist for his country, Abu Al Saud.
A gorgeous pommel horse worker. I mean, you want to see good pommel horse work,
go see her. Is a like these are all 15 plus pommel workers.
Yeah, it's going to be an insane field. Oh my God. Oh,
and Reese McClanahan is going too. I didn't include him because he's already qualified to the Olympics. So that is going to be like a pommel horse final of pommel horse finals.
Oh my God. And then the Brazilian boys, Yuri Guimarães, who I think is going to get, Caio Souza. And
so the Brazilians can only qualify one man of that group, but all of them could do it.
Yeah, Caio Souza, and we love Caio Souza up in these parts. Let me tell you, Caio Souza, not only is he a very dapper looking young man, but he is also one of those men that if he puts it together, my God, he's a brilliant gymnast. And Yuri Guimarães, who is an up and coming, he is he's been a senior for 2 or 3 years. He's an amazing gymnast in his own right. My God, and then the races, but Rayleigh Zapata. Yeah. Man.
Yeah, so the floor final
Olympic
is
silver
also going to
medalist.
be, and like the French have sent Osberger because they haven't qualified a guy yet.
Oh, that's true, Catherine.
So they get one guy as a. They don't qualify any at the end of all of this,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure the French would really like to not have to take that host spot.
Period.
So,
okay, so we
Eddie
have
Penev, Ray Zapata, Osberger, and Kim Hun in a floor fight.
That's gonna be a good final. My God. And then you have Oleg Vernayev,
So
Nazar Shaperny, Ilya Koftin, who we love. Ilya Koftin, tall gymnast.
So why are the Ukrainians here? They are all qualified. Their team.
Money.
They're here for the money.
They're here for the money. And it's Cairo.
The Australians are sending a gaggle of specialists, and I don't think any of them have a chance.
You are so anti-Heath, and I don't like it.
Heath isn't among the group, and it wouldn't have made sense to send Heath either. But like, I think there's some delusion going on.
He's going to Cottbus, right?
He might be. He's living in Europe right now because he's very cold.
He's very cold, yeah. So we have Angel Barajas.
So the others list.
Josimar Orlando, Calvo Moreno, who we love. We have Samir Al-Said. Oh, he is gorgeous. I would love to marry him. I would. My gosh. Samir, if you ever watch this, hit me up. Joe Frazier. Oh, Joe's back. Why is Joe here?
I don't know why Joe is there. Again, there are a bunch of British domestic mates at the same time, so it's a choice to send him here.
Go to the Isle of Man Championships and let me watch. We really need to find that out, Catherine. When are the Isle of Man girls competing? Because man, they have some fantastic floors.
It would be sometime in February when all the other British championships
Gorgeous. Which, by the way, my birthday is February 24th. We'll be having my 33rd birthday spectacular on here. We're going to be talking to some former guests. I'm trying to plan my own surprise party. No, thank you. But I'm doing it. And we're going to have some guests roll through. It's going to be fantastic. I'm very excited. I'm 33. Almost old enough to be president. 3 more years to go. But yeah. Sorry.
So we have one more name on this list to talk about is who is a beautiful vaulter. He's just a little inconsistent.
Iranian. Someone tried to tell me that it's Iraq and Iran. And I'm like, you're a Texan, aren't you? Yes, you are, because we're Texas. It's Iran and Iraq. Period.
So the thing about, remember, this is a nominative roster. It's subject to change. But there's no one missing that should be going.
We will not see all of these names here. And if you don't see your favorite, we just mentioned them. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. Jordan Childs was on how many nominative rosters? Thank you.
So all of these, all the people who are in serious contention for specialist spots are on this list, though. So at least all of the federations that should be sending people are sending them.
What day is this, Catherine? Do you know?
What?
What day is this happening?
Cairo is... You're making me look it up again.
I am.
It's like the 15th of February or something like that.
Not a Valentine's Day, me, Catherine. Ooh, will you be my Valentine?
I will always be your Valentine.
Commentary. Oh, because I doubt this will have commentary, so it's going to be you and me commentating. I already know it is.
In the past, they have not for their live feed, so we'll see.
We'll be the commentators.
I just want to remind everybody that these World Cups are not maybe a big deal in other years, but they are a big fucking deal in the Olympic year.
Catherine, I was just talking to somebody, actually my boss, about this. Are we still swimming in the Seine?
What?
Are we still swimming in the Seine?
Yes, we are still swimming in the Seine.
Ah! Not the Seine!
The mayor of Paris intends to take a dip in the Seine before...
She really?
Yes, but listen, on the other hand, French politicians have promised to swim in the river before and not done it.
Listen. Je m'appelle Adex. That's as much French as I know. Don't do it. That is medieval poop. That is Napoleon pissed in the Seine. Okay?
I talked to
Let's not do
somebody on
that.
Twitter who actually did get in the Seine, and she said that she had to throw the dress away.
I mean, period. That is medieval shit. What do we do? Are we gonna have like little filter? I just don't listen. Okay, PSA to all my French people. None.
That the French people are as mystified as you are.
None.
To be
Okay,
fair,
none. Period. Just none.
But people who don't know what we're talking about, open water swimming and triathlon are due to take place in the Seine.
And if you don't know what the Seine is the big river that goes through all of Paris, which are planning on putting Simone Biles and the rest of the U.S. Olympic team on a boat, on a freaking all the athletes on boats. And
it has been illegal to swim in the Seine since 1923.
And they're planning on having all these Olympians on boats going down the Seine and stands on the sides of the Seine. Do you know how much it stinks like piss in Paris? Abhorrently a lot. You don't want that. Why are we holding the Olympics in Paris? I don't know, but we're here. We're going to go to Paris, okay? I'm NBC.
The other thing is, apparently the government has been telling the people of Paris that they should not take public transport during the Olympics. The Olympics is 2 weeks long. They want the entire city to avoid public transport for 2 weeks.
Je suis sorry, that's not gonna happen. Je suis très désolé. Okay, that's not gonna happen, mamas.
So one of my best friends lived in Innsbruck, Austria during the World Cycling Championships, and they cut off pedestrian access to like most of the city, and she describes it as a nightmare, and she just like had to not go to class for the duration of the championship because she just could not get to class.
Imagine writing your professor being like, hey, can't get to class, cycling. Send message.
In law school. She was in law school when she did this.
Oh no. Oh no.
They shut down the entire city of Innsbruck, basically. Because, imagine a bicycle race through a city streets. You can't like have people walking across the street in the middle of a bicycle race.
Oh, that's very dangerous. Don't do it. I had a dream, Catherine. It was Lori Hernandez, hey Lori, and myself. And for some reason, NBC made me come out wearing a gondolier's outfit. And I'm like, I'm ready. And Lori's like, we're in France. I don't know how to break this to you. We're not in Italy. And I was like, is this not? Are we not going gondolaing down the Seine? And she's like, not the same thing. Not the same thing.
So I do have one other serious thing I want to talk about.
Okay,
which is about the neutrality rules and the Belarusians and the Russians, because there've been some angst on corners of the Gymternet about, particularly Alina Hornescu. I'm not quite sure her name, Belarusian bronze medalist from the Olympics.
Isn't it Yana?
Because she had participated in some Russian shows that were put on by Corkina, but as far as I can tell, she just like did routines. And
I mean, there's also a very murky thing between. Well, isn't Corkina a government official though?
Yeah, but like standing near a government official isn't against the FIG rules. Like being near bad people, and think about if you're like a professional athlete, like they are gonna be near people who are bad. As far as I can tell, she hasn't said anything or done anything. She's just gone to shows.
Breaks the treaty.
And like the only way she can be a professional athlete and not go to shows that involve bad people are like if she lives in a hut.
Oh, period.
But I just wanted to like clear this up because like Irina Viner has a ton of students.
Yeah.
If one of her students for neutral status and they haven't done anything themselves,
They should
just
be allowed to
being
compete.
associated with Viner isn't enough
Yeah.
to exclude them, and it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't.
Like,
anywho,
so
I think
that's the thing. Like,
us.
Fig wants to police direct action, not be arbitrary.
Not association.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they want to police association, but like that means like
too murky.
taking.
It's too murky.
Yeah. So I've seen people say that the approving her meant that Fig wasn't applying their rules, and the thing is, they were applying their rules. You just don't like.
It's a very vast umbrella to try to cast over this entire situation at this point.
I do want to. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show though, but I want to talk about what light blue means in Russian.
We have.
Why
light blue means gay.
Yes. So
period.
I don't think the Russians are going to send people, in part because the Fig rules dictate that they wear light blue leotards, and
like
blue is apparently slang for gay.
Gay. And I am very blue today.
I am certain somebody who speaks Russian knew that when they proposed that rule.
Oh, period.
I have asked. I have asked fluent Russian speakers who say this is not slang you could have avoided knowing.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's hundreds of artists that have used the light blue and like in terms of Russian like reference, like Troye Sivan has used that in reference to like his ex-Russian lover. But
so,
I mean,
if I was going to pick something that's going to stop the Russians from actually sending rhythmic gymnasts to be neutrals, it's actually the light blue.
It's the light blue. And it's one of those things, like you said, it's not one of the things that you can just be like, oh, we just didn't know. Bitch, you knew. You knew what you were doing with that. It's just, you're being shady.
Anyway. So do we have anything else?
Tomorrow, oh no, not tomorrow. Friday. How this is gonna go. I am taking a break. I'm still gonna stream, but I will not be here. Don't call me. Do not message me. I am going to be at Synergy in Amarillo, having the time of my life, going to an escape room, playing bowling, and watching Mean Girls the Musical with my niece and nephews. I will be streaming remotely. So if something happens and it stops, or I don't switch over to a meet on time, I am sorry. Oh, that was very Canadian to me. I am sorry. Okay, I just will not be here. I beg for grace and understanding in terms of that. And other than that, I got you on Saturday, girl, and on Sunday. So all the Auburn and Arkansas, all that. Monday. Okay, I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. Love you so much. Thank you, Catherine, for joining us. I gotta go. My mom said let's go. So thank you, Catherine, as always. Bye. And if no one saw this today, you matter so much to me. Bye.